Hello folks, this is James Anthony Jeckey, Skinny, as most of you know me. I don't know if I'm reporting, but I'm from London anyway. I'm working here now for this past 2 years. The Malin GAA asked me to do a short video on where I am at the minute and my short and stunted GAA career. I have a few questions written down. I'll have to read them out. First of all, you can probably notice the Movember here. It's a tribute to some of the Malin greats who had moustaches down the years. Shannon, I suppose, Danny McColgan, legends, you know. Anyway, get on with the questions. I've nobody to interview me because I'm quite busy and I had to sneak off to take the video, to be honest. Where am I at the minute? I am currently between Oxford Street and Bond Street in central London. Pat Fanny wanted me to remark that I am one of the only Malin men to ever do a shift under the Queen at night. I don't know how that's going to go down, but second question, in my short, as I said, stunted GAA career, did I ever get into the starting 15? And as a few of you might remember, Damien Harkin will remember because he was one of the people who persuaded and scunnered me to do it, and Kevin McColgan's another. One day Plummartin Green was a bit short for the reserve side down in Glenfin. Long story short, he had 13 men. There was an extra pair of togs in somebody's bag, an extra pair of socks and another. Darren Doherty had an extra pair of boots. They laced me up and sent me on at half time. I was in one corner forward. Dan McDade was the full forward and Plummartin Green was the other corner forward. As you can imagine, we lacked a bit of pace up front. Nevertheless, we took it down to about, I think we lost by 2 points or whatever. But I didn't exactly perform very well on the day. When I went on, there was some young lad who seemed to think that I was a former county minor, former superstar in the making or whatever. But he came in, this is the time when you didn't have to wear a gum shield, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And he came and he was keeping me at distance. And Big Dan, he was having a good old laugh on the full forward line. So I pretended to make a couple of wee sprints, you know, keep him on his toes. After about 5 minutes, he figured out that I was fairly useless. So, what do we see now? Was it because of my lack of skill, poor management from Pat, that I never made it in the GAA game? Well, I'd say a bit of A, a bit of B. Pat always encouraged me, but when it comes to concentration, I didn't have a lot of it, and I spent most of my time throwing stones at trees, as he can remind most of you. I did try fairly hard, but we had a very talented young group of lads: Matthew Bourne, Declan Walsh, I can't even remember who else was there, but that's probably why I didn't make it. Stiff competition, lack of form, series of injuries. I was a very unfortunate young player. And do you think I'd have a better chance of getting on a team in London? Funnily enough, I was asked by a lad in the pub one day, would you fancy coming down and maybe trading with us? Knowing that Christopher was my brother. Christopher was standing about 5 feet away and he absolutely bust out laughing, and he never gave me the forms to sign anyway, put it like that. Well, that's all I have to say anyway, folks. Short and sweet. My Irish speaking friend taught me a few words, so covered just Malin GAA agus players kundi Fanya Sesher Why.